Good morning, gang.
Morning, everybody.
And guess what? Welcome to
The Adventures of Two Fat Chicks.
So, Rita, what craziness are we up to today?
So today we're going to be introducing our Etsy store.
Yes, we are now having an Etsy store. It's an adventure, right?
Right?
So we decided, well, we like to stay busy. We love adventures, and we need a little side hustle in today's world. Who can't use
Everybody needs a side hustle,
right? So why not do a little bit of both, right?
Yep. And we're both very, very passionate about making sure that we don't add a whole ton of stuff to the landfills.
Right.
So we came up with this idea to rescue fabrics.
Yeah, baby.
And so we rescue them, we repurpose them,
and reuse them. Some people rescue dogs or cats. Some people rescue kids. Some people rescue all kinds of stuff. We rescue fabric.
So here we have on the counter an assortment of the stuff that we have in our Etsy store.
Yep.
So we have some tote bags. This is one kind. This is another kind. Everybody's used to this kind.
And these are great for shopping bags of any kind. They're fabulous.
Then we have this little Hummer over here. This is actually an overnight weekend cavernous.
Yeah, she calls it a little guy. Uh-huh. You could fit me in that. That's no lie.
So that's that one.
Oh, and my favorite. So sometimes Rita does crochet. When you see crochet stuff, it's a specialty. So we get into a little bit of crochet, but this is my favorite tulip bag. I'm in love with it. And it can hold anything and everything.
It's huge. It's actually pretty huge.
Fantastic.
So we have those. Then we have these little really cool snap bags.
Oh, awesome overnight bags.
What we call puppy pickup pals.
We'll get into those. Oh, yeah, they're the best.
This is not obvious what it is. This is a bookmark. Then down there we have what?
This is one of my faves. We'll get into more detail how you use them. Casserole cozies. Fantastic. Especially if you do a lot of potlucks or take stuff over to grandma's house. And then you guys know we're into sewing, right? So we have several sewing accessory type things. And if you're like me and you wander around.
What started this whole thing was this.
So this is a pin cushion. It's called a slap band. So you get your pins in here and then you wander all over, which I do. And you're looking for pins. And here it is. So we'll get into more detail on that too.
So stay tuned. We're going to kind of go through what each one of these does and do a little bit of a demo on how big they are.
Yep. And you can drive through Etsy and come check us out and support us in our side hustle.
The link will be, I'll put the link in the description down below to the Etsy store.
Right on. So
it's called Two Fat Chicks Creations.
Who knew, right? So come along for the tour. We'll show you our new shop. So as Rita and I were looking at starting our side hustle, one of the things people want to evaluate when they're looking at doing something for whatever reason, for a living or supplement, do something that you enjoy and that engages some of your hobbies and passions. So right here, ta-da, are 3 of ours. And these are some things that we're actually selling. So these are puppy pickup pals. How cool is this, right? And we decided to do these because Rita and I are both huge animal nuts and we love our doggies. Although we are a home without a dog at the moment, but please don't send us adoption ideas. I'll tell you the story why we don't have a puppy at the moment later. We also love to read. So Rita came up with book ears, which are awesome. You just put them on the page of your book and it keeps your space for you. Doesn't jack up the pages or any of that, and they're not so heavy, they don't bend. So how cool is that? And it's just little scraps. So as we repurpose and rescue, we can go down to little bitty scraps. And then, of course, you guys know we've been bitten by the sewing bee. So here's some sewing stuff that we're doing. We're doing tabletop pincushions. We're doing smaller, so we have, oh, these match. They match.
You do that on purpose.
We have buttons and bows. And all you have to do with these, here's your pin, pop it in, and you're good to go. And we also have sewing kits in a jar. Check that out. So you put all your sewing stuff in one little jar. If you have a little tiny space you want to sew, or you just need an emergency kit, these are great. And for those sewers who have more sewing space and they wander, because I wander, and then you're at one station and then you need pins at another and you're going back and forth. No, here you go. Slap band. You stick your pins in your slap band just like this, and then all of your pins go with you and you're not chasing them. So here's a few items. Take a look. All this stuff will be on our Etsy store.
Hey gang, so Tanya handled all of our wonderful passions in terms of our little hobby passions. So now I'm going to be the bag lady.
She's a bag lady, guys.
One of the things that we've really gotten into making is bags, shopping bags, little like overnight bags. You can stick your shampoo and all that kind of jazz in these little guys. And these actually graduate up in size, these three. So we have been making shopping bags. In this particular bag, and I think all of these, maybe one is smaller, but the rest are all this size, you can fit a gallon of water and a half gallon of honey. And in the front, if you need to, where is it? Pocket for your cell phone. So those are our shopping bags. We also have these, what we call snap bags. They're so cool. They have these little ears. You yank on them, you can see what's inside. I have a wallet in here, cell phone, hairbrush, and lotion. You can use them for anything. Pencils, pens, all kinds of stuff. And they're real easy. You just grab it, yank it open. They close themselves. They're really awesome. We also have what I call our overnighters. So this here is one of the coolest bags I've ever seen made. I love the fabric. It was gifted to us. I'm a car chick, so this particular fabric is my favorite. It's flannel with hot rods all over it. And we took apart one of Tanya's coats because she wore it out. And so we used the pockets off of her coat for exterior pockets. But the inside has big pockets. There are 4 of these big triangular pockets on the inside. And you cinch it closed. And over the shoulder it goes. And off you go down the road. So that's one of our overnighters. Oh, I dropped one. And here's our other one. This is it's pretty much the same shape, and it's got almost as much room on the inside as that one. This one is crocheted because I love to crochet. I've been crocheting for more than 40 years. So these are all available. All of this is available on our Etsy store. Our Etsy store is Two Fat Chicks Creations, and I'll leave a link in the description below.
So I am a crazy cooker. I love to cook. Feeding people makes me happy. In the midst of that, as we were coming up with things that we wanted to create for our Two Fat Chicks creations, of course, I'm going to go to the kitchen, right? So here's a couple of things you guys might find. Right here, these are all casserole cozies. If you know what a casserole cozy is, you're going, oh yeah. If you don't, let me show you. It's very simple. If you have potlucks, if stuff's happening at work, maybe you go to church, hot dishes, taking to sick friends, here's your dish, right? So pretend it's full of lasagna. Ooh, I love lasagna. And you just feed this through like this, and it feeds through all the rings. And I'm not going to feed them all. You guys can watch the video. And they have pockets for your utensils. I go to potlucks all the time, forget the big spoons, right? So the spoons go right in there like that. So here's a few of them that we have that we're selling to you guys if you like. But there's more. So go out to Etsy and see if there's any you like. Also, bowl cozies. I don't know how many of you guys, if you ever use these, they are to die for. Rita and I use them all the time. What do you do with a bowl cozy? What do you do with a little bowl cozy? Here's what you do. You take your bowl, you stick it in your cozy, you pop it in your microwave. Ta-da! You wait for it to beep. And then, how many of you have burned your fingers pulling a hot dish out of the microwave? You got a bowl cozy? No problem. You are ready to go. So there's your crazy cooker piece. So hopefully you enjoyed it.
Well, gang, that about does it for today. Been a busy one.
It sure has. It's been way busy, but hopefully it's worth it. So for our adventure, go out, find yours, right? We'll get there. But our adventure for this moment is our side hustle. So infomercial, maybe not the worst one you'll watch, but also hilarious. So
Truth in that, yep.
So we want to send you on with this. Don't forget, if you want, check out Etsy, YouTube, Facebook, blah, blah. And most importantly,
Life is an adventure. Go find yours.
God bless y'all. See you later.